There's a quick update on the experiment I was doing. So in my Lucidity box, I have a 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour red auto battery. The same in that battery box. Right now I got it charged up. I have this charge controller box I made. So I'm not putting hardly anything out. It's a cloudy day today. So I'm not doing a whole lot of charging. I've only got a 200 watt solar panel up on the roof for right now. I got 400 watts sitting inside the house. I'm waiting for the brackets to come today. So I had this wired into my Lucidity box. Turn on the light here for a minute. Into the Lucidity box. I had it actually here. So I made both these battery boxes parallel. Then I had this battery box going into my this 12 volt sticker wore off, 12 volt to 24 volt. Then I have that going into my Eb3a. So at 24 volts charging, you get about 200 watts. Okay. So I have my fan plugged into it. Let me go in here. I have my fan plugged into the Eb3a, and just see how long the charge and stuff will last with my Eb3a. So the first night I ran the test, the fan kept shutting off, come back on like a second. It would shut down, come back on. You know, just that quick. You hear it powering off. About a second later, it power on. So that was pretty hot. I mean, it was pretty hot to the touch. I mean, you put your hands on there, and in about maybe 4 or 5 seconds, you got to take it off. So I decided to get me a USB fan to cool that off. Well, that USB fan I bought was junk off of Amazon, piece of crap. So that experiment didn't go too well either. Second experiment, the third experiment. So I just took that and I just drooped it over my fan. So the fan you saw was actually cooling it down really nice. And then the Eb3a, it shut down a couple times. Not as much, but it just shut down. Come back on. You can hear the power going off and hear it come back on, and you hear a click. You know what I'm saying? Like a click when it came off and click when it came on. And so I knew it wasn't that. So I knew it wasn't the booster. So I took the crappy DC fan and I had to strip it apart, break it down, because it was, when you plugged in your USB into the charging it was too far incest into the housing, so you couldn't charge it. You could, but if you just looked at it, the cord would move and it wouldn't charge. So I had to strip it apart. So I had a fan blowing in through the Eb3a to add more airflow to it, but it just kept shutting down. So I came to the conclusion that the Eb3a, there's an issue with the Eb3a. I've had it for too long now, so there's no warranty and nothing on it, so I'm just kind of screwed. So what I'm going to do so I ran it on the 12 volts charging with the 2 battery boxes, and I had no issue with it. But when I'm trying to charge it with 24 volts and with the inverter on the same time, it wants to cut out. But it wouldn't cut out if it was 12 volts. So I'm going to rerun that experiment, just bypass this and run it straight in with 12 volts. I can't do that. Okay, so I can't do that experiment, my fault. I put the fan on medium, and it's too hot. I don't have AC, so yeah, I'm not doing that. So I don't know, the Eb3a kept shutting off. No, it did it with 12 volts. My fault, it did do it with 12 volts. So something wrong with the power inverter of my Eb3. That's not the Eb3a. There's something wrong with the power inverter. I don't quite know what it is yet, but there's something wrong with it. I don't really use that a whole lot, so it's just an emergency thing. But I do got my gas generator sitting here if I actually do need it. So on that note, I'll just give you a quick update on the experiment I was running. So I had enough juice to run my fan all night long. It was just it would click off and click on, and we'll run, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes maybe, click off, click on, run 10. It would just click on, click off, and not all the time. Maybe once, twice an hour. I really don't know because I don't look at the clock when it happened. But the unit itself never shut down. The display, you know what I'm saying? It's just you hear a click and come back on like it got too hot and shut itself off. So I don't know if the airflow is not right inside. I don't know if the fan's not turning on. I got to go through the settings and maybe something in the settings I can mess with. But there was an issue, but that worked great. Everything else worked great. And I will, if I ever figure it out, I will post it. But I got most of my, I'm trying to hook up a 600 watt system. I'm trying to get the refrigerator off this refrigerator off the grid. And that's nice. No light. Huh. None of my flashlights are working. Like they're dead. It shouldn't be dead. I got all new batteries in these. Or do I have? Hold on a second. Nope, I don't have no batteries in that one. I thought I had some batteries in that one. So I'm trying to get a running watt. So it's 1 point. Let me see, get you in there so you can see. 1.86 kilowatts, and that's for 18 hours and 42 minutes. That's not bad, really. And this is an old refrigerator. This is a 2005 refrigerator, I want to say. Pretty old, and it uses, that's dirty, I don't give a shit. And it uses 2005. It says 4 amps at 115. So, yeah, that's it. So I got, because I got 4 100 watt solar panels. I got 200 watt up there on now. That's a bifacial. I'm just gonna leave that separate. So I'm gonna hook them a 2 in series, the other 2 in series, and both in parallel. I got the fuses on the positive already. Got me a circuit breaker for coming in. I was going to mount this on the outside of the wall, but I decided to. I was going to mount it here up on the wall, but I have an old vent down there. This used to have washer and dryer inside. I got old vent, so I'm going to be okay with the landlord gave me permission, so I'm going to drill through, coming down in through there, and then I'm going to, yeah, my mess. Yeah, this is my truck stuff, my Jeep stuff. So I got to clean all that mess up, but so all my 400 watts is going to go up there on that. And then I got the on-off switch here. I got the box for the outside. Got the nice long cable from the solar panel. 2 down here. So got everything. I just got to get a few more parts. Get the inverter. I'm going to get an eco-worthy 1000 watt. It's a inverter slash battery charger. So in case something happens where I can't use solar, I can plug that inverter into the generator and it will charge the batteries. And right now all I want is just to keep the fridge off grid for now. And then the second thing I need to work on is to get the AC slash heat off the grid. So that's big money there. I'm looking at portable AC units. You know, they're kind of expensive. I just live paycheck to paycheck, so I just buy these. This is a 2-year period, but All right, well, let you guys go and have a great day. And it works. It does put in that 24 volts. The Eb3a does take it, does charge it, and there's something there. I'm not quite for sure. The fan's not turning on. I don't know if I need to go in and mess with settings. I figure out here in a second. So, thanks.